Why Nigeria's next president won't deliver immediate results is a question.
Labour Party announces Oshotokun as Obi's campaign DG.
Niger Lagos Ibadan Expressway road crashes claim 20.
7 killed, 29 injured during Calabar Carnival. Ayadi cancels bikers parade.
Lawyer Bolanle Rahim Buhari calls killing senseless. Mother in agony as Lagos government CP visits. I hawked oranges to train her. President promises justice in this case.
The culprit won't go unpunished. Lagos CP Sanwo-Olu delegation promises quick prosecution. Police Service Commission calls for investigation.
Police discover 3 mutilated corpses in Ibadan.
Federal government to decide on new salary increment soon. Ngige reveals why ASU's 8 months outstanding salary not discussed. Bajabi Amila deceived us to call up strike. ASU.
Messi in top position for Ballon d'Or. Lewandowski.
I'm dying for world title. Joshua.
Qatar 2022. Deschamps sent Benzema home. Agents.
Liverpool beat Manchester United to Gakpo deal.
Honor chose Jen close in on Eagles prospects. So.
Don't sell Iwobi. Ex-Liverpool star warns Everton.
Youth empowerment through football. The Bundesliga example.
No Messi Mbappe rift. PSG buzz. These and others will come your way on today's edition of Headline After the Timeout. Good morning and welcome to today's edition of Headlines from 104.5 FM Ileawiye Okebale Oshogbo. My name is Adeyemi Abodeni. With me on the program this morning is
Oluchi Amuda. Thanks for joining us.
And kick-starting the program with the killing of a lady lawyer by a policeman in Lagos on Christmas Day. There are stories surrounding the killings, and starting with these. The police, the Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, on Tuesday reinforced his stand on justice for the family of Rahim. Governor Sanwo-Olu restated this stand through the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Mr. Moyosore Onigbanjo, SAN, who led a delegation to consult the family of the deceased lawyer at their home in Ajah. The delegation included the head of service, Hakim Mori Okunola, the Commissioner for Women and Poverty Alleviation, Mrs. Bolaji Dada, Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Benga Omatosho, and Special Advisor to the Governor, Mr. Tubosun Alake. Speaking on behalf of the Governor, Onigbanjo assured the family that justice will be served in the matter, saying that the case will be charged to court as soon as the police send us the case file.
Still on the issue, emotions run high at the family house of the slain Lagos lawyer, Mrs. Bolanle Rahim, at Lekki Gardens, Lagos, with the mother of the deceased lamenting how much she suffered to train her daughter to be a lawyer, only to lose her in such circumstance. Speaking when the Commissioner of Police in the state, Abiodun Alabi, visited, the mother recounted how she hacked oranges for her to be educated. Mrs. Sharifat Salami expressed shock that her daughter disappeared just like that. According to a report, the mother, who spoke in Yoruba, said, "I suffered a lack and hoped for my daughter to become a law graduate. I hacked oranges to ensure she had a good education, and today I can't find her again. She was not ill. She had no pain. She suffered no sickness. She just disappeared like that. My daughter disappeared on Christmas Day, a day that everybody was happy. Turning towards the police commissioner, she added, "Commissioner, is it easy to bear?" On his part, younger brother of the deceased, Mr. Rahim Ishola, said his sister was pregnant with twins at the time of her death. He said she was pregnant with twins. She was the firstborn of the family. Meanwhile, the state police boss has assured the family that justice would be served. He informed the family that investigations had already commenced and that the culprit would face the law. The CP, who was accompanied by some senior police officers from the command, condemned in strong terms the action of the policemen who pulled the trigger.
And the National Association of Nigerian Students, Southwest Zone, has issued a 48-hour ultimatum to the Nigerian police and the Lagos State government to clearly show that justice is being done regarding the killing of Rahim. NANS warned that if justice is not seen to be done in the case, students will take to the streets of Lagos in protest. In a statement signed by the Deputy Coordinator NANS Southwest, Mr. Alao John, and its Public Relations Officer, Opeoluwa Awoyifa, the student body also called on the Nigerian Bar Association and human rights bodies to ensure that justice is done in the case.
Global Leaders Academy, always a leader. Thinking of where to get qualitative education for your child? Think of Global Leaders Academy. Our creche, nursery, primary and secondary schools are established in tandem with global standards with qualified and experienced teachers. At Global Leaders Academy, we have state-of-the-art facilities such as comfortable hostel accommodation with maximum security, well-equipped science laboratory, school buses, adequately furnished library, and many more. Oh yes, worship centers are available to accommodate each student's preferred religion. We also take our students for excursion on a regular basis. These and many more reasons are why Global Leaders Academy has been a choice school for parents who desire qualitative education for their children. Visit us today at Global Leaders Academy, located at Plot 1A and B, Oroki Estate, Lameko Junction, Oshobo, or call 0815-928-0037. At Global Leaders Academy, we are not led, we lead, and always a leader.
The Federal Road Safety Corps (FRSC) said about 20 people were killed in road traffic crashes on the Ibadan-Lagos Expressway in Mokwa Town in Niger State. The acting Corps Marshal of the FRSC, Mr. Dauda Bill, confirmed this in a statement by the Corps Public Education Officer, BC Kazim, in Abuja. Bill decried the incessant violation of legal speed limit and noticeable traces of dangerous driving behavior exhibited by drivers during the Christmas celebration. He warned perpetrators of such bad road use culture to desist henceforth, as the agency would not spare them when apprehended. The Corps Marshal attributed the crash that occurred at about 6:30 a.m. on the Ibadan-Lagos Expressway, a short distance to Guru Mahadri area, Ibadan, to wanton violation of speed limit and indulgence in dangerous driving. He said the Mokwa accident occurred at about 3:30 a.m., while a lone crash also occurred in Otupo, Benue State at about 11:35 a.m. on Tuesday. According to preliminary investigation conducted into the fatal crashes, the avoidable accident is a lone crash that involves a Toyota bus, while the Mokwa crash involved a trailer transiting from Lagos, which had a head-on collision with a bus from Otupo. Lone crash involving a bus.
The federal government is to make known soon its position on the increment of salary of civil servants to alleviate the effect of rising inflation. This is according to the Minister of Labour and Employment, Dr. Chris Ngige. He told correspondent at the Presidential Villa, Abuja, during the Christmas holiday that the Presidential Committee on Salaries is already doing a review and is expected to come up with salary adjustment in the new year. Ngige stated that he was at the Villa to discuss issues concerning his ministry, as he described 2022 as the year of industrial dispute. When asked for update on the 8-month outstanding salaries the Academic Staff Union of University is demanding. He pointed out that the matter is in court for proper interpretation of the Trade Dispute Act, as it concerns no work, no pay policy invoked by the government during the strike period.
Meanwhile, the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, has accused the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, of deceiving the union to call off its 8-month-old strike in October with a written promise that the government would offset in full the arrears salaries members are owed. President of the union, Professor Emmanuel Osodeke, gave the position on Tuesday in an exclusive interview when he was asked to reflect on the Speaker's intervention in the light of the current situation of the issues with the federal government. He said ASU had a soft spot for the Speaker, and that was why the union engaged him in a discussion as a welcome intervention to resolve the stalemate between it and the federal government. He said Gbajabiamila even presented a paper signed by him to ASU leadership, indicating the seriousness of government to pay in full the 8-month salaries its members were owed, and also urgently attend to some other matters and specified how to address them.
On your view segment today, we are going to use the segment to caution road users on the need for them to obey the rules and regulation guiding the use of roads. Again, the backdrop of the report by the Federal Road Safety Commission that about 20 lives were lost to road crashes during the Christmas period, and we still have more days to spend in the year to usher in the new year 2023. So
the number to dial is 0818-777-5777. The number once again, 0818-777-5777.
Cautioning road users to obey traffic rules and regulation to avoid road crashes and loss of lives.
Yes, we have a call on the line. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, I'm talking to you on the line. Oluchi, prosperous New Year in advance.
Same here, sir.
Honestly speaking, it is very sad to hear the number of deaths on our roads during this festival period. Nobody is happy about that. At times, when Nigerians are shouting that roads are bad, and if they now work on the roads to make the roads very well, people drive carelessly and dangerously. I think we have to appeal to people. We cannot say they should not fix the roads, because when roads are bad, people cannot overspeed. People will be more careful. But when the roads are, worked upon, and they are very nice, and they are very good, then you have overspeed. You have excessive driving and all sorts of what we want to say about it. So I want to appeal to our driver, please. When you drive, don't drink. And when you drink, don't drive. Right. So many things are causing the accident.
Thank you very much.
I don't yes. I just want to say that. God repeat it all those things. Good morning.
Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Only from Osowo.
You're welcome, sir.
Safety on our road is very, very important for women and sisters. Therefore, we must be very, very careful while on the way. Even before leaving our home, all parts of our vehicle must be checked to ensure roadworthiness of our vehicle. Apart from that, while we are on the road, we need to be very, very careful and obey all traffic rules and regulations. We must not overspeed. We must run away from the first car, because this will allow us to drive recklessly on the road. Apart from this, all our law enforcement agents must be very careful and ensure that we obey rules and
national chairman of the Labour Party, Julius Abure, has announced Mr. Akin Oshintokun as the new Director General of the Labour Party Presidential Campaign Council. Abure, who made the announcement in Abuja at a strategic meeting of the Labour Party, where the candidate of the party across the country converged to deliberate on the choice of the polling unit agent, said the party accepted the resignation of former DG Dr. Doyo Kukwe following the circumstances of resolve to quit.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, madam. Alaji, contributing from the development.
You're welcome, sir.
Well, to me, ember months are not dangerous. No scientific proof. The use of mobile phone while on wheel should be avoided. Seatbelt should be used regularly, and we should make our trips during the day, and finally, traffic rules and regulations should be obeyed.
Thank you.
The Independent National Electoral Commission (NEC) has maintained that there will be no room for rigging of the 2023 general elections in Ebonyi State. According to INEC, rigging of the election will be very difficult as the electoral umpire is fully prepared to ensure free, fair, and credible election.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
Compliment of the season. No place for article 3 for the going to the side. We go to all our people to fly on the road with caution. Prevention is very key.
Sorry, we lost that call. Please call back.
And ahead of the 2023 general election, a former Minister of Education, Dr. B. Ezekwesili, has charged presidential candidate to tell Nigerians the truth about the state of the nation instead of promising immediate results. Ezekwesili, who spoke as a guest on a television program, said regardless of who emerges president next year, immediate results may not be achieved in 4 years because of the level of decay in the system. While still talking politics, as Anambra-born billionaire Prince Arthur Eze has reportedly dissociated himself from the 2023 presidential ambition of the Labour Party flag bearer, Mr. Peter Obi. Eze reportedly made his position known recently at the occasion of the 2022 Ofala Festival organized by the traditional ruler of Ukpo community in Dumokofia local government area of Anambra State, Igwe Robert Eze.
Hello, good morning. Hello. A policeman and 2 others have been killed following a clash between loyalists of the Ebonyi State All Progressives Congress APC chairman Chief Stanley Okoro-Meha and the party's House of Representatives candidate for Afikpo North and Afikpo South Federal Constituency, Honorable Eni Udumachima. The police public relations officer, SP Chris Ayan, confirmed the incident in a telephone conversation with newsmen. The incident was not occurred at Ekoli Eda community on Monday. Sources in the area said one of those killed in the clash was a 39-year-old man identified as a Senekalu Egu. The source also confirmed that a section of the party chairman's compound in the community was set ablaze, including a vehicle belonging to the police.
The Atiku Okowa Presidential Campaign Organization on Tuesday insisted that despite the position of pollsters, the People's Democratic Party presidential standard bearer and former Vice President Atiku Abubakar will win next year's election at the first ballot. This is against the latest poll released by a national newspaper, which suggested that the federal poll may go into a runoff. However, a statement issued by Kola Olobondiyan, who is the spokesperson of the Atiku Okowa Campaign Council, declared that The former Abubakar will sweep the 2023 presidential election at the first ballot.
3 brothers have been killed by kidnappers in the local government area of Taraba State after a ransom was paid to secure their release. Confirming the incident, the police spokesman in the state, Abdullahi Usman, said the incident took place on Sunday at Garin Dogo community in Lao local council area. The 3 brothers, according to the police, were kidnapped from the said community. The kidnappers had demanded a 100 million ransom to release the victims, and the father of the trio, Alhaji Musa, a cattle dealer, had negotiated to 60 million naira, which they agreed to.
Finally, the 2 chambers of the National Assembly will today receive the harmonized report of the Committee on Appropriations for the 2023 Appropriations Bill, christened Budget of Fiscal Sustainability and Transition, according to the assurances given by the President of the Senate, Senator Ahmad Lawan, and the Speaker, House of Representatives, Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, before the lawmakers embarked on Christmas recess last week, Thursday. The 2023 appropriation bill will be passed this week. Lawal and Gbajabiamila had on December 22nd, while addressing their contemporaries, expressed regret over the inability of the National Assembly to receive the report and pass the 2023 project as earlier planned.
And lastly, from my end, former WBA, WBO, and IBF heavyweight boxing champion Anthony Joshua has declared that he is hungrier than ever, saying, "I'm dying for the world championship 100%. Over the last 2 years, Joshua has only fought twice, losing his first fight resoundingly against Alexander Usyk by unanimous decision, and although he looked better in the rematch, AJ once again fell to defeat, this time by split decision."
And finally, Robert Lewandowski feels that Lionel Messi is in pole position to win the 2023 Ballon d'Or after guiding Argentina to their 3rd World Cup title. The Argentine skipper won the Man of the Match awards in 7 appearances and finished the Qatar 2022 with 7 goals and 3 assists, including a brace in the final on the way to a penalty shootout victory over France. And on this note, we say bye on today's edition of Headlines from 104.5 FM, Voice of the West, Nigeria. It has been the duo of Adeyemi Abodere and
Oluchi Amuda.
The executive producer of the program is
Abimbola Babatunde,
while the producer is
Moturayo Ayebayo.
Our colleagues will be around tomorrow morning for another edition of the program. From us here, we are saying
good morning.
You're listening to 104.5 megahertz.
Just like water, we are your indispensable companion.
From Lagos to Abuja, from Abuja to Enugu.